All right, so you get out, and then you run down the opposite street or the opposite direction, then, right, from where Layson went, so away from the temple. Correct? Is
Yeah,
that your still
I'm
plan,
running. I'm running away. I'm booking it, ducking it in the nearest alley I can find, and using the stealth and getting out of there.
All right, so tell me what you're doing. All right, you're running and you're outpacing them.
Oh, I'm going full speed away from the jail. I'm gonna try to just make it so that I can lose them. I want to get into a back alley, use perception, basically duck down alley and duck down another one, basically so they can't keep following me, and then use stealth and hide dark somewhere.
All right, roll perception. Keep in mind you are running at full bore, trying to, your perception isn't the greatest.
Well,
but
11 plus 8, so 19. It's not
there's some alleyways on the side, and
okay.
You could duck into one of them if you want.
Well, if I'm gonna, I don't want it to be a dead end. I'm gonna head over if I can see down the alleyway and make sure. I assume I've been in this town for a while, so I have an idea of where I'm at. I'm assuming. So I'm gonna not get myself cornered is the idea here.
How often did you go down by the magistrate's office?
Well, I lived at the temple, which is nearby, so I'm assuming
that's true. So you have been through here for
yeah. I'd probably know the alleyways pretty good traveling to the Thieves Guild and back.
Okay,
so
all right. So
I duck down an alley that's safe that I know I'm not going to get trapped in. Basically, it's not a dead end.
Well, yeah, you pick one end. It's not a dead end.
Okay, then I'm going to duck down that and book it.
Okay.
Basically, trying to just I'm outpacing them. And I want to basically get out of view of them and then, duck down another street.
Okay.
I do have evasion skill, so
you outpaced the guards and you're ahead of them. So, all right. Well, now that the party is completely split up, what are you guys doing? So, Morwen, you had said that you were going to stay at the worship service. It's not mass. They're not Catholics. It's Vespers.
Fine.
But that's also
the
a Catholic
tried
thing.
to call it mass.
Okay, well, it goes on for about an hour.
Alright. And I want to leave and head back to the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
That's where I'm headed. As soon as I lose the guards, that's where I'm headed, because I assume that's probably the safest place we can go right now.
Okay, so...
I have a question.
Yes.
Did they take all the loot off of us?
No, they had not. They were going to do that at the magistrate's office.
I have crystal still, and I have the rod in my belt.
I'm somewhat concerned.
Unbelievable.
I'm somewhat concerned that they can follow me with something that I'm carrying.
Yeah.
All right, keep in mind, you guys are all by yourselves. You've got to make your decisions on your own. You can't ask what other people are going to do.
Okay, here's what I do. I get my dagger and cut my ropes off.
Okay.
I go up to the rooftops.
Okay.
And I go ahead and put the loot in one of my belt bags. I ditch the vestment, and I head back to the Thieves Guild on the roofs.
Wait, was it you cut your bag or
no? I cut my ropes because I hadn't.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because
you were still tied up.
I forgot. Yeah.
Borg's Lason's running through the streets like this. Don't mind me.
and I've ditched the vestment.
Okay. All right. So
what a mess.
All right. So roll your climb. If you're taken to the roofs, this is turning into Assassin's Creed.
I know. He's heading to the burrow.
15.
All right, you're able to make it up to the roofs without too much problem. And roll your stealth while you're at it.
Okay. 10.
Okay. You don't nothing. you don't notice anybody shouting after you or anything while you're on the roof. So Raul, also give me a stealth roll. Where are you headed?
Once I lose them, then I'm gonna duck into an alleyway and ditch the vestments too, like where no one's gonna see me. My stealth roll is 15 plus 12, 27. I think I'm okay. And yeah, I'm gonna take off. Well, I lost the robes, so I remember I lost the robes in the fight. That was
right. Yeah, that's how you slipped out. Gotcha.
So they've got that. So I'm actually gonna cast what I got. I'm gonna duck in an alley. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. Oh, that's not gonna tell me anything. Hold on. Of course, it's a magical rod. I don't have spell. Well, shoot. Well, then I'm gonna friggin' just head straight. Like, there's nothing.
Can you knowledge Arcania?
I don't think I have that on this character.
Oh.
No, I have actually, Sheldon. I have local knowledge +2. Oh, never mind.
Local knowledge. What would you like to know about the locals?
that would have been my alleyway check earlier, I guess. But I wired it enough, I guess. No, I'm just gonna head straight back to well, making sure I'm not being followed using perception checks. Let's do that.
Okay.
18 plus. Yeah, man, my rolls tonight. 26 on perception to make sure I'm not being followed. And I'm gonna head back to the Thieves Guild because I want to get rid of this stinking rod as quickly as possible. As what's his name?
Ezekari?
Yes, Ezekari, and get him his crystal back before I lose it by getting arrested. I don't want to be in debt to the dude. So, wow. Yeah, all these things were crossing my mind this week as I'm like, great, I'm gonna get arrested. I'm gonna lose everything. I'm gonna owe this Ezekari. Good grief. Ezekari guy like 500 plat. I'm gonna be in huge trouble. So this is turning out much better than I'd hoped so far. All right, so that's what I'm doing with my amazing stealth and perception, watching my back.
All right, and Lyson, did you say you were going back to the Thieves Guild as well?
Yes.
Okay. All of you make it back without drawing the
we gotta
the
get
attention of any.
All right, we all back together then.
Good. Once I'm out of sight of everyone, I want to take my vestments off. In fact, I'm going to strip them off. I still have my padded armor.
Hold on, you still have to sneak out.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
I thought I just left with everyone leaving.
That's true, but you do need to do a stealth roll just to make sure that you don't completely give yourself away. You are carrying weapons and
15 plus 7, so 22.
All right, you're good. You made it out fine.
Yeah. So once I'm in there, I'm going to strip my vestments off, so I am only in padded armor.
I assume you did this in an alleyway or something.
Yes, I did that. I did that in there. Everyone could see me do that if they were watching.
In the alley? Or...
Some beggar on the side is like...
Good grief.
Times.
All right, so Layson is the first to make it back to the Thieves Guild.
Good grief.
And... So you knock on the door and it's actually locked right now.
Locked?
Yes.
Okay. And I knock on the door.
Well, I guess. Do you actually knock on the door? You go to open it and the door is locked.
Well, then I assume you would be associated with you know how to get in, right?
I'm going to go to an alternate entrance if there is one that I know of.
So you don't knock?
Well, yeah, I would knock, but if nobody answers...
Okay. All right, somebody opens up an eye port and then look, and it's just like, yes?
I need to do some business.
And what is your business?
I need to see Ezekari.
Ezekari?
Yes.
He closes the eye port, and then it opens again, and it's just like, Oh, okay. Come on in, Layson. All right.
What's the deal? Why was I locked out? Who is that noob? Didn't know who I was.
Well, haven't you heard already? You fellas stirred up quite a stir. It's already gotten around. We're taking precautions.
Oh, okay.
We don't need people following us back here.
I got some items I need to fence.
Do you have the rod?
No, I don't have the rod.
We need to get that rod. All right.
It's coming. I bet.
All right, well,
it's coming. As you saw me get tacked 3 times.
All right, we'll have a seat. We'll wait till the rest of the crew gets back, but we're keeping the door locked in the meantime. We cannot take any risks right now. All right, okay. So you get back afterwards, and again, you go to open the door, and it is locked.
Thump, 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 thump. Or whatever the secret nug is. It's Raul. Let me in. I got this. I got something for Ez.
Have you been followed?
No, been watching.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I looped around 3 times.
And then they open the door and peek out. Really they peek out, and then they let you in.
All right, I go over to Ez, take the rod out, slap it in his hands, take the crystal off, slap it in his hands. Like, that was way more freaking bloody trouble than it was worth.
Do you even know what
Avatar below?
Do you know what this thing means?
You know how close I was to getting caught? I was on the almost footsteps of the stinking minister's office.
Well, I gotta get out of town. I thought you were gonna be taking precautions.
I did. They had precautions that I wasn't ready for. That's why everything blew up on our faces, man. If it weren't for some quick thinking, we'd be brought in cell right now, and they'd have your crystal too. Anyway, that's beside the point. Point is, we got out.
I'm certainly glad it didn't come to that.
Yeah, I didn't want to owe you money, son of a.
I just gave you the job, mate.
I'm worked up right now. I'm sorry. I'm not happy with how this job went. I'm better than this. You know it.
You're not even an official member of the guild yet.
Well, you know I'm good for it. I'm pacing back and forth right now. I was like, "Where's my sister? Is she back yet?"
No.
I cuss some more. She better get back here soon.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm just like, I'm totally worked up, like total adrenaline coursing through my blood.
Morwen,
can't sit still. I'll just keep muttering. I'm like, we're
can't let anybody else talk, get a word in either.
Yep,
so if somebody speaks and you just snap at them.
Pretty much, man. I was like, you don't know what we just went through tonight. It's like, your demon was no good, man. All right, I'll let someone else talk. Go ahead.
All right,
I'm excited. That was crazy.
See, you keep interrupting. Morwen, roll your stealth. Roll your stealth.
I thought I already did.
That was to get out. It's your stealth just getting back on the street.
13, 20.
And roll your perception.
19 and 8, so 27.
All right, you don't notice anybody following you, and you get back to the Thieves Guild. The door is locked.
I'm going to rasp lightly on the door so they can hear me, but I'm not banging like everyone else.
Somebody opens it up. Who are you?
Morwen. I'm here to see Raul, and I'm going to flash him a really, really awesome smile so that he's more easily persuaded to let me in.
Roll your diplomacy.
What is my diplomacy?
Your diplomacy?
6.
I don't know.
No, I mean my score. Hold on. 12.
12 total.
I don't know. Raul, you know this chick? Chick. What a choice of words.
You see my...
You know this dame?
It's probably my sister. Hold on. I poke my eye out. You see my...
You poke your eye out?
Yeah. Ah! Like, yeah, that's my sister, and you see my golden
Okay. It opens the door.
I was like, make sure she wasn't
followed. Come in.
All right, then closes it and locks.
What's up, guys?
You weren't followed, were you?
Nope.
All right. Well, then the person that was guarding the door just kind of goes off by themselves. But you see the rest of the people in the room with you.
All right. So now that I've calmed down, I'm like, all right, as we delivered, may have been a mess, but we delivered, and we, you've got what you need. It's like, let's get some pay, and we're gonna have to get out.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait. Well, I'm good. I would say you're gonna have to wait low for a little bit. They're gonna be looking for this thing.
Yeah, you think?
This is actually very important to this city's economy.
I just kind of give a deep chuckle. I'm like, I bet it is. They had some freaking nasty protection on that thing.
Well, I can't get it to my buyer quite yet. I've got to wait for things to cool off a little bit.
Well, sure, but you still owe us. You still owe us for our trouble.
I've got to wait till I get the money from my employer.
I need to get these things appraised, and I dump the loot I got out.
I'm going to go retrieve all my gear that I left in the guild.
No, I mean we're in the guild. I mean, where do you want to go so we can appraise this?
Is Layson already a member of the guild, I'm assuming?
Can't I appraise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have pretty good appraise. I could try to appraise it.
Yeah, but
I have appraised too. Yeah.
I understand that, but it's really what he'll pay me for it because he's got to fence it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you never get everything that it's worth. Gotta always pay the vig, the grease.
So go ahead and so you're appraising stuff then.
Hey, Sheldon.
Yes.
Quick question: how long would you say that scuffle of tackling took? So it was 8 minutes, and the spell wore off. How long were we wrestling around before I got away?
Well, how many rounds was it? About 4 or 5?
About 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So
about 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay, so if I was frozen for 8 minutes, my disguise person spell lasts for 10. This whole time.
Okay.
Just FYI. So I don't know if that helps. I need to look at the details of that spell, but just throwing that out there is part of.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Anyway,
right, so,
sorry. Go ahead, guys.
So is everybody just pulling out all of their gear or all of their loot?
Yeah.
I don't have any loot. I did go get my stuff though.
You took one normal.
Oh, I did. I have one stimple. Forgot about that. Yeah, I'll take that out.
Okay. So who's appraising?
Oh, you want us to? I had 8.
Who has the highest
You have
appraise?
to use the appraisal. You have to roll it.
I had 8 pieces.
We could all
I'm
try
not doing
to
everything
appraise.
for you.
You said we got 8 pieces.
Yeah, Layson got 8 pieces. We also all took a symbol from the other room that was lesser value, I think.
Right.
So I can try to.
Who's rolling?
Well,
all right, I roll 10.
You can all
6.
appraise if you want.
I roll 16. That's like my lowest roll tonight. No.
I got to see what my appraise is.
Based on intelligence modifier.
Yeah, I'll appraise. And it is 14.
Okay, my appraise, I get a +4, so my appraise is 21.
21? All right.
Yes.
Raul? Raul, are you going to join in the appraising?
He already did.
I rolled a 16 total. That was it.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't amazing.
So you kind of discuss it amongst yourselves and kind of come to the conclusion. Well, basically, Morwen and Raul are kind of the opinion that the total stuff that they got is worth about 3,500 gold pieces.
Nice.
Layson is more insistent that it's about 3,000 gold pieces.
So he he did.
Yeah,
not including the rod that you were after.
Yeah, this stuff is really, trust me, this is closer to 3,000. It's not 3,500.
So we put all the symbols and everything together then, like
yeah,
ours,
pooling it all together.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's 1,000 gold for each of us. I mean, that'll help cover some expenses now.
That depends on how much they charge us to fence it for us.
Sure.
So,
well, I mean, still, if the guild's willing to pay us for it and then expense it, I understand that takes some off the top. So the guild's got to make some money. I understand. Anyway, I'm finally like stop pacing a little bit. I actually sit down next to Morrowind and I'm like, finally, like the adrenaline's wearing off a little bit. I'm like in a cold sweat, like
shaking.
I would like my hands twitching a little bit. Like that was something else. Did you see what Did you see what Zenith did to that demon? He just like told it to go away, like it was nothing.
I actually didn't see that. I was with another guard.
By the way, Morwen, nice job on the distraction. I don't know how you got out of there, but man, very nice job.
Don't make me do that again.
Hey, it's worth the pay.
It is worth the pay.
When I get my
but I don't want to pray to that god ever again.
What? They made you pray?
I made him pray.
Oh, well, that
after I prayed. It was really, really somewhat entertaining for me.
But I bet you weren't sincere.
You the religious sort now, sis?
Apparently. Well, you know.
Well, whatever you did, it bought us time.
Stepmom over there, worshipper of Abador, so.
The second I picked up that rod, they were on this. There was something about that rod that they had protected. Because the second I touched it, that's when they seemed to be like, they were there a few moments later. I barely had time to react, so. I managed to disguise myself a bit, but I don't know if they realized it was me. But they know, I'm pretty sure they got a good look at Layson.
Yeah. So you should definitely lay low here for a while.
Yes. Anyway, so Layson, you know how this fence thing works. So how's the guild handle that?
Well, I'll give it to Zakari and let him move it for us.
Ezekari.
Okay. So I go to Ezekari and tell him what it's worth. And we're going to split our take. But as I'm talking to Ezekari, I said, okay, this is what it's worth. What can you get me for it?
Well, it's going to be pretty much standard for what we usually do. 30% off the top.
It's 300.
No.
30%.
30%. It's $1,000.
Oh.
Roughly $1,000.
Math. Yeah, don't mind my math tonight.
Just say a third of the cut. So
I'm all worked up from my role play.
Okay, so basically we'll get $2,000 out of it.
That's right.
I mean, when he looks at it, does he verify my appraisal of it?
Well, did you have him come over to the table, or he's just going off of your word right now?
Yeah, he's going off my word right now, but let's come take a look at it and see if we're even on the appraisal on this. If your assessment of it's the same.
All right. Well, let me just take a look, see what we got here. Oh well. This is nice. This is pretty. I like that. And that. Oh, that's interesting. I'm basically faking this until I can find the appraise.
You're all good, man. Tell you what.
You know what? I'm gonna go on your word with it.
Okay.
I can't. It looks nice to me. I'll take your word.
Yeah, it's a solid 3.
So it's gonna be a few days before we can actually try to get this out on the street. Yeah. Again, you guys caused quite a stir.
Okay, so
big risk, big reward.
we'll just lay up and wait for it. So I go to wherever we get something to drink and eat at the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
I go to the common hall.
All right. There's not too much in the way of, much other than just drinks, but
I figure they might have some cheese or something.
You can get a few things, yeah. So we'll
see what you did there.
You're not gonna be able to get like a full day's meals kind of thing, but you can spend a couple of silver pieces and get a few drinks and get some cheese or whatever you want.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go eat. I just tell them I'm gonna go eat and get something to drink.
What time of day is it?
So it's a bit after sundown.
After sundown.
Yeah, this whole thing all went down.
I'll probably go.
It happened in the evening.
Yeah, I'll probably go grab something to snack on just before I find some place to sleep.
Okay. Well, Ezekari comes over and kind of joins you guys. And Raul, are you also joining to gain the food?
Yeah, I'll get some food.
So you guys pulled off quite the job, and I'm right proud of you guys. So what's your next plan? What you doing from here?
I kind of
I don't think we've really discussed that far.
Like a job this big, I think we might need to. Once we get paid, we might need to skip town for a little bit, see what we can dig up elsewhere, because they're going to be looking for us for a little bit.
Oh, they might be looking for you for a while after they with this rod.
I kind of nod. I'm like, yeah, big risk, big reward, huh?
Well,
we could discuss movement plans in the morning.
Yeah, I think we're once you're able to move some stuff out and can get us paid, then we'll keep in touch. I think if you know of anywhere that would be good, you got some contacts, where we might find some more.
Are you going to be staying here at the guild for a few days, or what's your plan?
Well, if you're not opposed to that, I think so. I think my sister and Layson certainly should. I was trying to decide, Sheldon, how much I was disguised and how much I knew they would not recognize me based on the disguise self.
You never specified what your disguise, how you disguised yourself, how you altered your appearance.
True, we were kind of in the middle of everything going crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, can we
basically
retcon that at all?
Well, I would say that you disguised yourself enough that you wouldn't be readily recognized. Nobody recognized that you were,
Raul?
that you were Raul, yeah.
Okay, but so I could probably go out then. I could even go back to my roommate and stuff and be able to just kind of fill things out and see what the ruckus is over there carefully.
You're not wearing your vestments.
Correct.
But
I did have
an extra walk in on street clothes. You did bring an extra, or no? I did
bring an extra set. Or
no,
I left
because
an extra set
you
in
had
my
left you left it at the temple in your dormitory.
We all sort of ditched ours on the way.
Well, I lost mine in the fight. So, all right. Well, I would wait, and I say I should probably go back. So people aren't wondering why I'm missing. Like, it's pretty common Sheldon, it's pretty common for like the clerics to come and go from the temple, like maybe for a day or two on travel, perhaps.
Keep in mind, you never became a full-on cleric with them. You were only considered an acolyte.
So I was just an acolyte who could come and go and study with them, type of thing. I'm not. I'm just all right. So out of character, I'm wondering as far as my normal proceedings. I had a room there. Right. I was studying with them, but I could come and go as I pleased. If I disappeared for a day or two, they didn't question me, which is why I could get involved with Thieves Guild and get to know them and study about Callistria or what's Cal?
Callistria.
Yeah, I said it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Is that the backstory there?
Yeah.
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
But you do know it might be a little bit odd if you were to walk in after evening vespers.
Correct. So I'm gonna wait. Like I'm gonna have a story my roommate that I was visiting friends and other across the city. It's a pretty huge city, right? Capital city. And I've been gone before, so he doesn't really. It wouldn't be out of the norm for me to be gone.
Right.
So, and before this whole plan, I would have let him know I was, or I would have been like, hey, I'm gonna be gone for a day, type of thing. I would have planned ahead, knowing I probably wouldn't be hanging out in my room after.
All right. Well, we did discuss that, so I'll go along with it. All right.
Well,
so are you leaving? Are you heading over there right now? Then?
No, I'll stay tonight in the Thieves Guild. I'll tell Ez. Well, I think I'm gonna stay here tonight. It wouldn't be so smart for me to go back, but I was disguised. I don't think anyone recognized me. Like even Zenith didn't recognize me. I managed to cover my tracks pretty good in that department somehow. So I should be able to get back in and kind of feel out the situation tomorrow and kind of get in there and see how things go. That's my plan, at least. It probably wouldn't be the smartest if I just didn't show up at all. So, I mean, my name might be good. I think Morwin's in the clear, and for the most part.
They never added me to the book.
They never added her name to the book. She was just an acolyte, and hopefully people don't really think too much about it. Maybe they will if they're really starting to dig deep into what happened tonight. So she probably shouldn't go waltzing back in there. But she was in, unless someone really took down her description well, I think she's okay. But Layson definitely, they probably got a good look at him, so he should definitely stay.
I'm not worried. I'm a king of thieves.
Of course. I kind of pat him on the shoulder. I was like, you did good. You did good. You got out with a lot tonight. So.
A prince of the city.
Hey, we'll have money to be wealthy enough to be a prince after this, hopefully.
So if we're,
so I kind of tell Ez that's our plan for now. But then we were thinking, I was like, I kind of asked, do you have contacts anywhere, like
what kind of contacts?
Rostov or Mivun or something like that. Somewhere else we could get out of town, still be able to do some side work. Maybe nothing quite this large,
extravagant.
Extravagant. It's turned into a bit more of a job than I was planning on it being. Got it.
Well, if you're leaving, I won't be. Never mind. But as far as
I kind of raised an eyebrow. I was like, "Spill."
No. You mentioned Rostov. Let's see. What do I know a guy. Yeah, I know a guy. Let's see. I'll have to talk around a little bit with some of the people I know, but I could get you in contact with him.
Sure.
His name is Brazen.
Is it now?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's good. I mean, I definitely like the work you guys got going on here at the guild. So, I mean, I'm not going to be gone forever, but I think, disappearing and working somewhere else for a couple of weeks wouldn't be a bad idea, especially let this blow over a bit. But I don't think I'm going to be able to go back to my cleric days safely.
Did you really want to?
No, that was the whole point, was I was leaving. So, but I shouldn't make it obvious that I disappear at the same time.
I'm just listening to their conversation.
All right, so I'm going to speak up. If you needed a story to get out of there, I did tell that guard that I might go looking for a caravan to go travel with. You could say you're coming with me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess.
At this point, Ezekari kind of speaks up and it says, "Wait, you told one of the guards what you're gonna be doing?"
I'm not really gonna go travel with a caravan.
And okay, whatever your plan is.
We dressed up like a
guys.
cleric, and I was in distraught, talking to him and crying, and
I asked
for a caravan, and
so why would Layson want to get on a caravan?
I
don't know. Cleric duties. He wanted to come with me.
So you tried to set him up? Is that what this is?
What?
What?
You want him to go join the? I'm going back to my drink.
I think you're drunk.
I'm always drunk.
I asked Ezekar.
You should have seen. We heard her performance down from as we were breaking in. It was a class act. You should. I wish I could have seen this girl in action. My sis, she's got the right stuff.
I have a question for Ezekar.
What's up, Layson?
What's the best guild hall you think for us to go to next to get some good work, but be away from here for a while?
Well, how far do you want to go?
Enough that this temple won't pursue us.
Well, let's see. Restov, that's still right on the border of Bravoy.
Not chase us for a bit, Layson. Yeah. This is a pretty big.
You've right ticked off you've probably made some enemies in this city. I'll give you that.
Make a name for ourselves in the right circles.
Yeah. But I don't think the king's gonna be too pleased about this when he finds out either.
Probably not. I'm thinking that our best chance is to get out of the country for a while.
What's the best guild hall though that you'd go to if it was you?
Well, you had to get out of the country, as
well, in your situation.
Let's go jump quarter.
So where are we headed, man? Are we heading to Chilaxia or what?
Chilaxia might be a start.
Thanks, as you're really comforting there. We appreciate it.
Because you've never steered me wrong, Ezekar, so you tell me where the best place to go hide.
Was other side of the world, Tay and Shy?
I kind of lean over to Morwen and I kind of whisper,
I think we lost Morwen.
Where's she gone?
Yeah, she just dropped the call.
Lame.
So what we'll do is we'll take a few-minute break while she's getting back, and then we can make your decision as far as where you want to go, and Ezekar can point you out in a few other directions.
We're not going anywhere until we get paid, but
no, we'll be back in just. Or wait, is she back? Yeah. She's back. Do you want to keep going?
Guys,
skip the
internet.
break?
Let's take a little break.
I'm feeling a break.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
been feeling a break the past couple minutes here.
Okay, we'll take a couple-minute break, and then we will be back, and you guys can make your decision on where you want to go.